We need structure that creativity can flow within. Don't fuck up your creative genius by having too wide a brief. I've messed this up so big in the past. For those who don't know, my name is Clayton, and for over a decade, I've run successful content production agencies. I've hired hundreds of creatives and consistently do multiple seven figures a year. In the past, at one of these agencies, I hired a very talented creative. She was a director, a videographer, an editor, just a badass creative that really inspired me and was awesome at her craft. For the purpose of this story, let's call her I brought on board to open a new department, a new revenue stream for our business. It was in the social media and brand work space. And I made a massive mistake. See, I brought her in and said, do what you want. I gave her this massive blank canvas. Use your imagination, go nuts, and create some really cool things. And I thought that was amazing. I thought I just gave this badass creative their dream job, come in, get paid to experiment, and just create cool stuff. I know myself, I hate being told what to do. I go where I want, I do what I want. And so I thought that everybody was kind of like that, you know? This was young in my entrepreneurial journey. I had a lot of ways to grow. But that's not transferable. Not everybody wants to work like that. I'd find that when she brought back work, when she did create stuff, the work, although it was technically of a high quality, creatively and stylistically, it was nowhere near her potential. Like, it really shut me. Way under my expectations of what I wanted back. And it kind of continued on until, you know, we both decided it was time for her to go and do something else. And then she went out, and the next thing I saw, she was making all these beautiful things, all these abstract work and music videos and just the kind of shit that I wanted to see when she was at my agency. And on one hand, I'm like, yes, fuck yes, this is the stuff. And on the other hand, I'm like, why the fuck didn't you do this when you were here? And really the answer was I just didn't give her direction, right? I was asking her to draw this beautiful map to a destination unknown. Creators need targets, they need goals or outcomes. We need structure that creativity can flow within. If you don't have those walls, you don't have that structure, creativity just dissipates. And I found over the years that most creatives are like this, right? You might be like this. You know, are you going from project to project? Are you going from gig to gig and not actually getting anywhere? You know, I was the same. And I found that the biggest shifts happened when I actually sat down and went, okay, I'm going to put some checkpoints in here. Moments in my life, places I wanted my creative career to take me. You know, the next level, the next stage, what were those? And the decisions that I made started aligning with those checkpoints, with that goal in mind, with that direction. So if you are in that position and you are creating, the first thing I want you to do is start thinking about your why. Where is it you want to go? This doesn't have to be your big dream goal, a big endpoint. Yeah, those big goals are important to have. But for the purpose of this, I want you to get somewhere. Yes, be on direction of something bigger, but what are those little checkpoints that you can get to? And I found that this helps tremendously with your day-to-day work, particularly if, you know, you're having those days that you just want to quit. It can be a really strong motivator to go, no, I want to get to that point. But more importantly, I'm a big believer in telling the universe what you want. Tell them exactly what you want. I found that when I've done that, a strange thing happens where the universe starts bringing in the people and the events that align to that happening, right? If you don't speak it into existence, you're never going to get there. Go right down that next destination point. Once there, you can start working backwards on how it is that I'm going to get there. And then, you know, the most important thing, you have to take action. So take the next step to head to that direction. One foot in front of the other, one step at a time. So keep creating, keep traveling, and I guarantee you that in no time, you'll start ticking those destinations right off your list.